Hi everyone, welcome to Astro Divas. Before we get into the week's prediction, I have a quick update to share. My co host Satakshi has decided to step away from the channel for personal reasons, and we completely respect her decision and wish her nothing but the very best for her future. While the look of our videos might change a little bit as we move forward, our commitment to giving you the best Vedic astrology insight remains exactly the same. So let's dive right into the stars and see what this week has in store for you. So, the last 2 weeks were about things finally starting to move again as Jupiter and Mercury both have gone direct. But this week is about speed. From March 22nd to 28th, the energy is changing fast. The highlight of the week is on March 26th, Venus, the planet of love and money, moves into Aries. Now, this means people will become direct. No more waiting, no more maybes. Everyone will want the answers now. So at the same time, it is a very holy week for celebrating Navratri, and Friday 27th is the Ram Navami. So many of us, this is the time of prayer and big energy. It's a week to be brave, but also to stay calm and do the right things. Let's see what this busy week has in store for you. To celebrate Chaitra Navratri, we are offering a limited offer till March 27th with a special 25% discount on all the personal consultations. So, this is our gift to the incredible women of the community. So, let's align your stars together. So, book your spots now before they fill up. So, click on the link in the description box to instantly get connected with us. Before we get into the weekly predictions for people who want to know what is their ascendant sign, because the weekly prediction will be based on the ascendant sign, your lagna. And people who know their ascendant sign well and good, and people who do not know their ascendant sign, you can open up your birth chart and see what is the number in the first box. For example, the screen, if you can see, there is number 3 in the first box. Number 3, if you see in the chart, belongs to Mithun, the Gemini sign. So you are a Gemini ascendant. If here the number 7 is written, then you're Tula, Libra ascendant. And if there is number 10, then you're Capricorn ascendant. And if you do not have your birth chart, what you can do is just Google and download your birth chart. So there are so many free websites which will give you your kundli, your birth chart. Just fill in your date of birth details, and they will give you your lagna chart or a D1 chart or your birth chart. So this is the chart they will give you, and just check what sign is there in the first box, and that is your ascendant sign. Now with this, we can begin our weekly predictions. Welcome to all the Aries ascendant. Aries, this week is all about your personal magnetism and a total reboot of your self image. You're moving from a phase of hidden preparation into the direct spotlight. This week, you still have Saturn and Sun in your 12th house, and Rahu and Mars, Mercury in your 11th house. Ketu is there in your 5th house, which can give you anxiety, as 5th house represents our intelligence. So, you need to use Jupiter's wisdom and Mercury's intelligence to navigate and then make decisions for this week. Do venture out and use Venus charm as it enters your first house this week. Now let's break it down for you. So we should start with Moon's movement. For this week to navigate your inner world. Moon represents our mind and emotion. So, how is Aries going to feel this week? Let's look at that first. So, on March 23rd, Moon will enter Taurus. So the week begins with a focus on your second house of values and family. You will feel a strong urge to stabilize your finances and may find comfort in high quality food or simple sensory pleasure. On March 25th, Moon will enter Gemini, and your curiosity will peak in the third house. So, this is the perfect window for quick meetings, social media engagement, or finalizing short term plans, and also spending time with siblings or neighbors. On March 27th, Moon will be in Cancer. So, as the moon enters your fourth house, your focus turns inwards. You will crave the security of home and might feel more protective of your emotional space as the weekend approaches. Now, let's talk about the very special transit for this week, which is Venus will enter Aries on March 26th. So, when Venus enters Aries, that is your first house, the soft planet of love takes on a warrior spirit, replacing diplomacy with bold, direct actions. So, expect a surge of impulsive passion and the courage to chase your desire, though you must guard against brash spending and short lived enthusiasm. For Aries ascendant, Venus rules your second house of wealth and family, and also seventh house of partnership, and it enters your first house of yourself. So you become the literal embodiment of charm and attraction. So these 10 things can come to the surface, or you may expect these 10 things to happen. First is there will be an enhanced magnetism. So you will notice people gravitating towards you. Your physical presence feels much more magnetic and royal. There will be a focus on self aesthetics, a strong urge to change your look or your wardrobe. There will be financial gains with your second lord in your first house. Money or resources may come to you directly through personal branding or self effort. There will be relationship focus as well, since your seventh lord Venus is in your sign of Aries. So your partner or significant others will be exceptionally focused on you. There will be bold self expression. So you'll find it much easier to speak your heart. There will be impulsive desire. You might experience sudden cravings for luxury or romantic experiences that feel urgent and exciting. There can be a harmonizing with your vibes. So you will find a natural balance between your Martian warrior side and your new Venetian side in the first house. So yeah, this is good. Next thing which can come to surface is new business partnerships is also on the cards. Now this is a peak time for one-on-one negotiations where you are the face or the brand. Luxury spending will be there, which I told you, because Venus will want you to spend on luxury. So watch your budget, as the desire of retail therapy and high end items will be very high this week. There will be a renewed vitality. You will feel a surge of physical energy and a desire to engage in activities that make you feel youthful. So many things can come to the surface as Venus enters Aries on 26th. Now let's look at some other details for the week. So the best dates for the week for you Aries is March 23rd and March 25th. The lucky color for you this week is bright red and silver white. We have two or three remedies for you. We have a remedy for Sun and Saturn in your 12th house. So this combination normally brings tension in the 12th. So to cool the combination in your house of expenditure, offer water to sun in the morning and donate black sesame seeds on Saturday to clear the hidden obstacles. One more remedy for 12th house is meditation is good. So if you're not able to do anything that I have just spoken, you can also get into meditation. One more remedy I want to share with you is Mars and Rahu is there in 11th house, and they both are very explosive planets when they sit together. So to ground explosive Mars Rahu energy in your house of gains, which is 11th house, you can chant Om Angarakaya Namaha 108 times on Tuesday and avoid impulsive arguments with elder siblings or friends. You can also chant Hanuman Chalisa. So for Aries ascendant who are going through Sade Sati, so not all of you, but few of you may be going through Sade Sati. So Sun is sitting very close to Saturn. So there is a combustion in the 12th house, which creates a period of internal pressure. So general readings may not apply to you. So you may feel that your subconscious fear or hidden expenses are temporarily clouding your vision, making it hard to see the results of your hard work. But choose hard work, Aries, because it will pay later. And one of the
Om
potent
Namah
remedy I want to share with you is
Shivaya.
offer a small amount of milk
Om Namah
mixed with water
Shivaya.
to Shivling on Saturday. Now, for students, this week brings high creativity intelligence. But the Rahu Mas energy can cause distraction. So stay grounded to turn your big ideas into actual results. Now, let's look at the live segment for this week. For personal aspect, a major glow up week, you will feel confident and ready to lead. So it is high. On Also make sure you are getting enough deep sleep. Avoid secret arguments and watch your spending as hidden cost might mop up when you least expect them. But still, personal is very high. Career and money, it is high. Wealth flows towards you through your own identity, but watch for sudden expenses. For love, for couples, it's high passion. Your partner is very attentive, but keep your temper in check, so it is high. For single, sudden attraction is very likely, so it is high for singles as well. On health, high energy, but watch out the heat related issues like headaches or eye strain. So the indicator says medium on health, and on social it is high. So you have massive money making energy this week, but don't let your ego clash with your friends or with your network. A sudden opportunity could change your bank balance. So stay sharp but stay humble. Now, please drop us a line in the comment box, Aries, if you have any questions regarding the remedies. As we all are feeling these two explosive combination of Sun and Saturn and Mars and Rahu together, so you may have any unique question. Please drop it in the comment box. So we wish all the best to all the Aries ascendant. Let's move to the next ascendant. Welcome to all the Taurus rising. Taurus, this is a pivotal week where the tides shift from the internal to the external. So, your career and your bank balance are both under high voltage energy. So, you are likely the busiest person in the zodiac sign right now. So, before we start the weekly prediction, let's first look at the moon for this week for you, because we have to look at moon's movement, as moon represents our mind and emotions. So how you will be feeling this week. So on March 23rd, moon will be in Taurus. So this week starts with the need of groundedness. You will find comfort in your routine, good food, and physical security. It's a day to anchor your intention. It will be in your sign. On March 25th, moon will be in Gemini. So the energy picks up. Your mind will be buzzing with ideas. Now, this is the best time for meetings and social media updates and quick conversations. On March 27th, moon will be in Cancer. As we hit the weekend, the focus will shift to home and heart. So you may feel more sensitive or protective of your private space. Now let's look at the very special transit and highlight of the week. So Venus will enter Aries on March 26th. When Venus enter Aries, the soft planet of love and money takes on a warrior spirit, replacing diplomacy with a bold direct action. So expect a surge of impulsive passion and the courage to chase your desire, though you must guard against brash spending and short-lived enthusiasm. Now, for Taurus ascendant, this is a major shift as your Lagna Lord, first house Lord, and sixth house Lord Venus moves into the 12th house. While Venus loves the 12th house as it gets exalted there, the house of comfort and bed pleasures. So, this placement in Aries brings a fiery, impulsive age to your private life. So, let's see what are the 10 things that can come to surface for you. First is there can be hidden expenses. So you may feel sudden urge to spend on luxury, travel, or a secret comfort. So watch your budget. Second is you will crave for more me time. So or working behind the scene that will bring success than being in the spotlight for you this week. Vivid subconsciousness. Your dreams may become intense or prophetic. So pay attention to what your intuition tells you during sleep. There will be a foreign connection. 12th house is for foreign. So this is a golden time for anyone working with international client and MNC or planning a trip abroad. Handling old wounds or healing through letting go. Yes, the energy of Aries is so fast and bold. You might find yourself suddenly cutting ties with a habit or a person that no longer serves your path, which is very good, Taurus. Heightened intuitions can be there because 12th house is also intuition. So your dreams may become very vivid and prophetic that we spoke. So pay attention to your gut feelings as well during this time, as your subconscious is communicating more loudly than usual. There will be secret romantic bonds since Venus is the planet of love and it is sitting in the 12th house, which represents private affair. So, hidden or some private romantic connection could also develop. Now, watch your sleep cycle. 12th house represents sleep. So you may feel the disruption. You sleep because you may overthink. So you prioritize your bedtime routine. Ninth thing that can happen to you is productivity in isolation. Yes, you will likely to find that you are more productive when working alone, or or working in a corner. So this is an excellent time to finish creative projects that requires deep undisturbed focus. There can be conflict resolutions because sixth house link is there. So Venus rules your sixth house, which is of conflict and death. So you may find that the fire Aries, wherever Venus is placed, to finally settle a long standing dispute or pay off a pending loan by dipping into your savings or some sources you may get money. Now, weekly, some more details for you, Taurus. Is the best dates for you this week is March 23rd and March 25th. Lucky colors for you is cream and off white, soft white. And we are all handling these two explosive combos. They are in different houses as per the ascending sign. So for you, Mars and Rahu combo is in 10th house. So to ground explosive energy in your house of career and status, you can chant Om Hanumate Namaha. 108 times, or Hanuman Chalisa on Tuesday. Avoid making impulsive, angry decision at work. Getting into power struggle with your seniors can happen this week. And second remedy is on Sun and Saturn in the 11th house. This combo is there. So for Taurus ascendant, going through also for Sade Sati, if you're going through a Sade Sati, now this creates a very internal pressurized energy. So the current combustion of Saturn, as Sun is sitting very closely in the 11th house. Saturn is your actually beneficial yoga karka. Still, it can create a period of suffocated growth. So while you may feel urge to push forward, Saturn proximity to Sun temporarily stalls your engine, so leading to a delayed recognition and a sense of working twice as hard for half the result. So, with your Lagna Lord Venus moving into 12th house, the pressure shifts inward because 12th house is inward, so making you feel more withdrawn or prone to impulsive escape spending. So, this makes a period of financial and social pruning. So, you are being asked to look at which friendship and dreams are actually sustainable. This is good for you. To balance this heat, light a mustard oil lamp on Saturday evening to soothe satin, and add rose water to your bath to cool and strengthen your Venusian energy. And for students, this week requires extra discipline. While your imagination is high, stay focused on the boring details to ensure exam success. Now let's look at the live segment this week. On personal, it is medium, a week of deep introspection. You are shedding old skin to make a room for new you. On career, it is high. Your career is on fire this week with massive energy to get things done, but don't let your rebel side clash with your bosses or seniors. You have the power to change your status this week, but only if you stay professional and avoid workplace politics. Gains are also possible through hidden sources of foreign land, so but avoid impulsive investment, especially on the 26th. On love for couples, it is medium. On singles also, it is medium. So for couples, private romantic dinners are better than social outings, so focus on soul level trust. And for a single, if you're single, a secret attraction or a crush from the past might reappear, so keep your heart open, but your guard up. On health, it is medium for you. Focus on your sleep cycle and your eyes health. Don't let mental fatigue drain your physical energy. On social, it is not very good. It's like medium, low to medium. You may feel like withdrawing from large groups, quality over quantity in friendships this week. So lean on your older, more experienced friends for advice, even if their words feel a bit harsh right now, but they are your best bet. So that's about it for all the Taurus ascendant, and we wish you all the best for this week. Let's move to the next Lagna. Welcome to all the Gemini ascendants. Gemini, this week is a time to manifest your creative ideas into tangible social circles and long term gains. Yes, it is a period where your intelligence meet opportunity, allowing you to profit from your unique talents. This is the week where you will feel like you know the best, but you have the energy to conquer the world. But be careful not to burn the bridges that help you to get there. Respect your elders and stay humble at work for this week. Now let's look at the moon's movement first. So there are only four important changes this week for all of us. Moon will change thrice in this week, and a very important transit is Venus entering Aries. But let's look at the moon first because moon is our emotions and feelings. So how we are going to feel Gemini, we have to look at moon. So on March 23rd, moon will be in Taurus. So this will be in your 12th house. You might feel a bit withdrawn or introspective. Use this day for meditation, finishing behind the scene task, or catching up on rest. On March 25th, moon will be in Gemini in your own sign. As the moon enters your sign, your energy pivots. You will feel sharp, witty, and ready to engage with the world. This is your peak window for self expressions and meeting. On March 27, moon will be in Cancer. The focus shifts to your second house of resources. So you may feel strong urge to focus on financial security, family matters, or simply enjoying the comfort of good food and a stable home. Now let's talk about the very special transit highlight of the week, which is Venus enter Aries on March 26th. Now, when Venus enter Aries, the soft planet of love and money takes on a warrior spirit because Venus is soft and Aries is like a fiery sign. So there is a warrior of spirit. So replacing diplomacy with more direct action. So expect a surge of impulsive passion and the courage to chase your desires, though you must guard against brash spending and short-lived enthusiasm. Now, for Gemini ascendant, Venus rules your fifth house of creativity, children, romance, and 12th house of expenditure, spirituality, and foreign land. So, as it enters your 11th house of gains and social network, it brings a fiery boost to your aspirations. Now, 10 things that can come to surface with the transit Gemini native this week. So, what all can happen? First is monetizing creativity. So, your hobbies or creative projects from the fifth house could suddenly start bringing financial rewards or social recognition. There can be influential friendships. So, you may connect with a powerful, high energy individuals who help you push your personal goals forward. There can be romance through networking because fifth house is romance and 11th house is networking. So a friendship could spark into something more passionate, or you may meet a romantic interest at a social event. Sudden social gains is also on the card. So expect a uptick in your popularity. People are more likely to support you or your big ideas right now. There can be foreign connection as your 12th house lord is in 11th, suggests gains from international sources or from maybe from spiritual communities as well, because 12th house is also your spiritual community. Impulsive social spending can be there. You may feel an urge to splurge on group outings, luxury events, or status boosting gadgets. So watch your budget. There can be desire for freedom. In your social life, you will prefer high energy environment over quiet and very restrictive settings. There can be projects completion. Yes, this is an excellent time to finalize creative endeavor and present it to the wider audience for profit. There will be support from elder siblings. You may receive unexpected help or bold advice from your elder siblings or even your mentor figure of friends, because 11th house represents all these. There can be visionary ambition. Yes, your dreams, 11th house, get a boost of Aries courage. So you are like less afraid to ask for what you deserve. Now, this sums up our weekly transits. Now, let's also look at some other details. Best dates for you, Gemini, is March 25th and March 26th. Lucky colors is emerald green and pastel pink or white. Will also do good this week. Let me share some remedies. First remedy is that your Sun and Saturn in 10th house. So, offer little milk to the roots of people tree, or if this is not possible at all, spend 5 minutes in silence in the afternoon or in the night before bed to ground your professional focus. There is one more remedy I want to share for Mars and Rahu in your ninth house. Now, to ground this explosive energy, because Mars and Rahu together are very explosive. So, to ground this explosive energy in your house of fortune and wisdom, you can chant Om Guruve Namaha 108 times on Thursday, and avoid getting into heated debates over religion or politics, and stay patient with mentors, especially with your father or father figure this week. For Gemini ascendants who are going through Sade Sati, the Saturn Sun combustion in your 10th house creates a period of muffled authority. So, general predictions that I have shared may not apply totally onto you, because you may feel like a professional effort are being overlooked, or that you're working twice as hard for half the credit. So this week your social life feels bright, but your career path feels heavy. So the remedy for this is to harmonize Saturn in your 10th house, help a co-worker or a subordinate with their task without seeking any credit. Now this selfless service helps dissolve the professional blockage during this transit. And for students, now this is a high vibe week for all the students for creative subjects and group studies. So, your ability to explain complex ideas to others will actually help you master your own material. Now, let's look at the live segments. Personal, it is high, a week of mental agility. So, you are shifting from thinking to doing with high confidence. And one thing I want to share on luck and travel also, that your mind is craving freedom and new adventures. But watch out for fake opportunities or heated arguments with elders. Don't gamble on your luck this week. Trust logic over sudden impulses. But yes, travel will suit you. On career and money, it is medium. Excellent gains through social circles or side hustles through work. Work may feel it slightly sluggish, but it's an excellent time for social circles. And at office, at work, you may feel like a heavy mountain on your shoulders, but this is your time to prove your stamina. So stay humble with your seniors and stay consistent. Your hard work is being noticed by the universe, so don't worry. Even if your boss is staying quiet, God is watching. And on love, it is high. Fun and adventure. You'll enjoy double dates or active outings more than sitting at home. For singles, there is a high traction in social settings, so be bold. Someone in your network might be waiting for you to take a lead. On health, it is medium. Watch for your nervous exhaustion. Keep your routine simple to avoid mental burnout. On social, it is very high. Now, this is your strongest area, like I mentioned earlier. So please go out, venture out. You are magnetic, influential, and very much in demand, Gemini. So all the very best for you, and let's move to the next Lagna. Welcome to all the Cancer ascendants. Cancer, this week is a time to channel your natural intuition into professional ambition. Yes, this is a week where your hard work behind the scene begins to pay off in the public eye. Your strength is your ability to survive the storm. Now, this week, don't be afraid of the changes happening around you. They are just the universe clearing the path for something bigger. Keep your secrets safe and keep your heart clean. Take extra care of communication with father, mentor, and travel safe this week. Now, let's break it down. Now, there are only four highlights of the week. Three of them are moon transits, and one very important and special, which is Venus is entering Aries. But let's start with the moon. How does your ruling planet, your moon, your Lagna Lord, sets the pace for your emotional well being this week? So on March 23rd, the week starts on a stable note. So you will feel a strong pull towards financial planning and connecting with your inner circle. So it's a great day to secure your resources. On March 25th, Moon will be in Gemini. So your focus shifts to communication. You may feel a bit restless, but this is the perfect time to clear your inbox and handle any lingering administrative task. On March 27th, Moon will be in Cancer in your own sign. So, as Moon returns home to your sign, your emotional and intuition are at peak. So, you will feel empowered, nurturing, and ready to take the lead in personal matters. Now, let's talk about a very special transit this week happening as Venus is leaving Pisces and entering Aries on March 26th. Now, when Venus enter Aries, the soft planet of love and money takes on a warrior spirit, replacing diplomacy with bold, direct action. Now, expect a surge of impulse, passion, and the courage to chase your desire, though you must guard against brash spending and short lived enthusiasm. For Cancer ascendant, Venus rules your fourth house of your home, mother, and comfort, and 11th house of gain, social network. So, as it enters your 10th house of career and public status in Aries, you are being called to take charge of your public image with passion and courage. So, what are the 10 things that can happen to you? So, I've just brought some 10 things which will come to surface, and you may experience, if not all, some of these. One is the professional visibility. You will feel sudden urge to be seen and recognized for your contribution or for your work. Uh, there will be a career based gains. The 11th lord of gain in the 10th house of work, of professional efforts, will directly translate into financial rewards and bonuses. Renovating your workplace can happen. So you might feel inspired to reorganize or beautify your office space to reflect your status. Venus does that. And there will be leadership opportunities. So you will find the fire to spearhead projects you have previously hesitated to lead. What else can happen? Harmony with authority or authoritative figures can happen. So your relationship with senior bosses, your mentors will improve, especially if you approach them with the tacts. There can be real estate decisions because it is directly looking at your fourth house, and fourth house is also involved. So decision related to your home property may reach to a turning point, potentially linked to professional relocation or home office setups. There can be support from network, social network. Your social network, your friends will become instrumental in opening new professional doors for you. Even your elder siblings may come to support you. Balancing home and career will be there. With the fourth lord in the 10th, you'll be juggling duties between family needs and professional demands. Public speaking success will be there. Yes, you will find that your communication is more persuasive and bold than usual. So, make this a great time for presentations. Present yourself. Recognition through creativity will happen. Any creative or artistic talent you possess can now be leveraged to boost your reputation in your field. Now, this sums up all the important transits for this week. Now, let's look at some more details. Best date for you, Cancer, is March 23rd and March 27. Lucky colors is pearl white and bright red or orange to match the Aries energy in the 10th. One more remedy I want to share with you is to ground this explosive energy of Mars and Rahu in your 8th house. You can chant Om Namah Shivaya 108 times and stay emotionally balanced. Avoid making sudden, impulsive financial decision or arguments regarding shared property or shared resources this week, especially with your spouse. Now, special remedy for cancer ascendants who are going through Sade Sati. Now, this what is happening is Sun is sitting very closely with Saturn, and there is a combustion in your ninth house, which creates a period of profound shifting. So, you may not relate to all the general readings that I have already mentioned because you may feel your long term goals or connection to mentors are temporarily stalled, making you feel as though your efforts are hitting an invisible wall. So the focus this week is on disciplined action rather than impulsive leaps. So one very potent remedy I want to share with you. So to harmonize Saturn in your ninth house, offer service or gratitude to a mentor, teacher, father, or father figure this week. This humble act of respect aligns you with the energy of higher wisdom and effectively soften the pressure of this transit. So don't worry, Cancer. I know all cancers are sweethearts. So for students, this is an excellent week for research-based projects or competitive exams. Your focus is sharp, and you may rely on your memory this week. You are doing good as a student. Now, this week, remember that your professional success is deeply tied to how well you take care of your personal peace. So, don't sacrifice your rest for the sake of ambition and for the sake of others, which you usually do, Cancer. Now, let's look at the weekly segments. Now, weekly segments on personal, it is high, a week of reclaiming your power and feeling more at home in your own skin. Sudden changes or hidden information might pop up this week, so stay calm and don't react impulsively. Protect your energy and avoid any risky financial deals or secret conversations. Now, on career, it is high. This is nice. Strong potential for growth and gain, especially through professional efforts. On love, again, it is medium to high. Supportive energy. Your partner may be your biggest cheerleader this week. Be patient with your father or mentor, but because your ninth house is fully packed. On love, singles, I wanted to say, it is medium. You may meet someone influential through your social or professional network. So keep looking out. On health, it is medium. Keep an eye on your sleep, especially. Your ambition might keep your mind racing at night. So take care of your night routine. On social, it is high, highly active. You will be the person other turns to for advice and leadership. So all in all, Cancer, this is a very good week for you. We can see there are like three highs and two mediums. So overall, a very good week for you. All the best to all the Cancer ascendants. Let's move to the next Lagna. Welcome to all the Leo rising. Leo Rising this week, March 22nd to 28th, is about expanding your horizons and aligning your career with your higher purpose. You are stepping out of the daily grind and into the phase of visionary growth and spiritual courage. So many things. As Ketu is also there in your first house, your intuition is your best friend. So trust your gut feeling over what others tell you to do. Now, let's start this week. Now, we have four important transits or movements this week, out of which three belongs to the moon movement and one very special where Venus is moving into Aries. Now, let's start with the moon, as moon is our emotions and our feeling. Let's see how you're feeling this week, Leo. So, on March 23rd, moon will be in Taurus. This week begins with a focus on your 10th house of career. You will feel a strong drive to stabilize your professional standing, and you may receive recognition for your consistency and hard work. March 25th, moon will be in Gemini. Your social energy peaks in the 11th house. Now, this is a brilliant window for networking, group discussions, and sharing your big dreams with friends or with your elder siblings. Now, on March 27th, moon will be in Cancer, which is your 12th house. Now, the weekend calls for a retreat. You will feel a need to withdraw and recharge, making it a perfect time for meditation or finishing work behind the scene, because 12th house is where you want to stay to yourself. Okay, now let's talk about the special transit and highlight for the week is Venus will enter Aries on March 26th. Now, when Venus enter Aries, Venus is a very soft planet of love and money and wealth, and it takes a warrior spirit because when it goes to Aries, Aries is a fiery sign. So, replacing diplomacy with bold, direct action. Expect a surge of impulsive passion and the courage to chase your desire, though you must guard against brash spending and short lived enthusiasm. Now, for Leo ascendant, Venus rules your third house of efforts and communication and 10th house of your career and status, and it is entering your ninth house of future and your higher wisdom. So, this is a very good combo. Your professional life receives a blessings or a grace and luck. Now, I'm just giving you what are the 10 things that can come to surface for Leo natives. The first thing which can happen is professional luck. Yes, your 10th lord in the ninth house brings bhagya, fortune to your career, and deals may fall into place with less efforts. So you are being lucky. Now, there can be travel for work, so you may feel a sudden urge or receive an opportunity from somewhere to travel long distance for professional or educational purpose as well. Now, there will be creative communication because your third house represents communication. Your third house energy becomes fiery and bold, and you will speak with confidence that inspires and attracts others. Now, mentorship connection is there. You are likely to meet a teacher or advisor who provides significant breakthrough for your career path. There will be courageous faith. What I mean is, you will find a warrior spirit to defend your beliefs or start a new spiritual practice with great intensity. Artistic pursuits will be there. So, this is a golden time for publishing, launching a blog, or any media project that involves sharing your vision. Fatherly support is there, or mentor support is there this week. There can be diplomatic bravery as well. So, you will have a courage to address professional conflicts directly with while maintaining a sense of charm and royal grace. Your curiosity about philosophy or ancient wisdom will peak, leading you to purchase books or enroll in workshops. Public acclamation is also there. Your reputation expands beyond your local circle, so people from different background or location, even from foreign, may start noticing your work. Now, this sums up the four beautiful transits that we are having this week. Let's look at some other important things for this week. One is I want to share best dates for you. March 23rd is for good for your career moves, and March 22nd is good for luck and travel. Lucky colors for you is golden, yellow, and red. Remedy for Sun and Saturn. I want to share a remedy for Sun and Saturn who are there in your eighth house. Now, eighth house is a bit tricky, so let me share a remedy. To balance the pressure in your house of transformation, offer water to sun daily and avoid unnecessary risk or secrets this week. To feel more grounded and less lost in your thoughts, feed a stray dog, especially if you can find a black and white or any dog is fine, or donate a gray colored blanket to someone in need. Now, this helps calm the restless energy of Ketu in your first house and bring you peace. I want to share another remedy. Now, remedies I'm sharing for people who are not feeling so great. So, everybody is not required to do remedies, but if you really feel that you need support, or if you're not doing so well, then these remedies are really potent and they help. Now, remedy for Mars and Rahu in your seventh house of partnership. Now, to ground intensity in your partnership house, offer red flowers to any deity on Tuesday and practice patience during one on one conversation with your partner. And please chant Hanuman Chalisa. And one final remedy I want to share with Leo who are going through Sade Sati. Not all of you, but some of you may be going through Sade Sati now. Sun is sitting very closely to Saturn, and combustion is happening in the eighth house, and there is this intense internal shifting. So all the general readings that I just did may you may not relate to all of them, so because you may feel that your joint finances or deep emotional bonds are being tested, so making it feel like your foundation is under pressure. So I'm sharing a very potent remedy for you. Please light a mustard oil lamp every Saturday evening to soothe your Saturn's transit, and this will bring stability to your life. Sudden changes, or if you cannot do this, clean your bathrooms or shoe racks at home on every Saturday. And for students, this is a fantastic week for higher education and competitive exams as well. Your ability to grasp complex philosophical or technical concepts is all time high this week, so go for it. Now let's also look at the life segments. So on personal, it is high. A week of broadening your mind, you feel more optimistic and connected to your purpose. On career and money, it is high. Fortune is on your side. Career growth feels supported by higher power or mentor. On business deals, also, you need to be careful, but all is good for business deals as well. But read the fine print twice. On love, it is medium. Stay cool with your spouse or partner and don't make any angry decision that you might regret later. So intellectual and spiritual connection is the key for this week. So try a learning date, that you learn something together, or travel together. This will also help. For singles, you might find a match while traveling or through a workshop. So look for someone who shares your value. For health, it is medium. Generally good, but watch over exhaustion from travel or intense study, and keep hydrated. On social, highly influential. You will find yourself in discussions about big ideas and future visions. So all in all, very good week for you, Leo. Three of them are high and two of them are medium. So great going, and all the best to you for this week. And let's move to the next lagna. Welcome to all the Virgo rising. Virgo, this week from March 22nd to 20th is the time for deep transformation and uncovering hidden values. You're moving from an external world of philosophy and travel into deeper, more mysterious realms of shared resources and psychological breakthrough. Now we have four transits this week, and three of them belongs to moon and one very special where Venus is entering Aries. So let's start with the moon's movement first, because moon is how we feel. So, how are you feeling this week, Virgo? On March 23rd, Moon will be in Taurus. This week begins in your ninth house of fortune. You will feel pulled towards higher learning, spiritual wisdom, or perhaps planning a long distance journey. It is a day to expand your perspective. On March 25th, Moon will be in Gemini. Your focus shifts to the 10th house of career. Now, this is a high energy day for professional communication, meetings with authoritative figures, and showcasing your skills to the public. Now, on March 27th, Moon will be in Cancer. As Moon enters your 11th house, your emotional focus turns towards your social circles. It's a perfect time for networking, catching up with friends, and feeling a sense of belonging within your community. Now, let's talk about a very special transit. Venus is entering Aries. Now, Venus enter Aries. Venus is a very soft planet of love and wealth. And Venus takes a warrior spirit because it is going into Aries. Now, Aries is a fiery sign. Venus is a soft planet. So, it will replace the diplomacy with bold, direct action. I expect a surge of impulsive passion and the courage to chase your desire. Though, you must guard against brash spending and short lived enthusiasm. For Virgo ascendants, Venus rules your second house of wealth and family and ninth house of fortune and dharma. So, as it enters your eighth house of transformation and joint assets, the energy becomes intense and focus on a deep changes. What I mean is, which are the things that can happen to you? So, there can be unexpected financial gains with your second house and ninth house lord in the eighth house. Money may arrive through insurance, inheritance, or your partner may get a bonus or through partner resources. There can be intense romantic bonds. Relationship moves past the surface level, so you will crave for deep transformative and perhaps secret connection. There can be spiritual research. You may find yourself self obsessively researching on occult subject, astrology, or watching this video, or the deeper mysterious of life. There can be sudden shifts in values. Now, your personal belief in the ninth house may undergo a fire, a test kind of leading to a bold new outlook on life. There can be focus on shared service, discussion regarding joint bank account, assets, taxes, family property. This is also on the cards. There can be psychological breakthrough. So, this transit gives you the courage to face deep seated fears and emerge with a renewed sense of self worth. Secrets will come to the light. So, information previously hidden, whether it's financial or personal, may surface suddenly this week. There can be vivid intuition. So, your gut feelings are incredibly sharp. So, pay attention to them, and there can be aesthetic transformation. What I mean is, you might feel a sudden urge to for a bold physical change that reflects your internal rebirth as well. So many good things that can happen. Now, there are a few other things I want to talk about, because these sums up the four transits happening for this week. Let's also talk about something else. Now, the best dates for you is March 23rd and March 27th. Lucky color is emerald green and deep maroon or gold. Remedy for Sun and Saturn in the seventh house. You have to balance the pressure in your partnership house. So, offer water to Sun and practice silence for 10 minutes daily to avoid friction with partner. Remedy for Mars and Rahu in the sixth house. Now, sixth house is also tricky. So, to ground explosive energy in your house of health and deaths, chant Om Ganpataya Namaha. Yes, please go to Lord Ganpati to remove the obstacles and avoid impulsive dietary choices. Now, for Virgo ascendant navigating through Sade Sati, some of you must be going through Sade Sati. Now, this creates a period of relational pressure. So, you may feel partnership in business or personal are moving through a tunnel, making it hard to see immediate progress. So, what is the remedy? To harmonize Saturn in your seventh house. One, I have already given you. And second is offer service or a small donation to those who are less fortunate than you, especially on Saturdays. Now, this helps dissolve this stiffness in your interaction and can bring peace. For students, your research skills are unmatched this week, so it's the best time to dive into complex, hidden, or highly technical subjects that require deep focus. So get going. Now, let's talk about the weekly segments. Personal, it is very high. This week, you will have the superpower to crush any obstacle or rivals at work, but be careful not to become too aggressive. On career and money, it is medium. Focus on others, people, money, or passive income. Avoid impulsive, large scale investment this week and avoid using credit card. On love, it is medium to high. High intensity, focus on building soul level trust rather than just keeping things light. For singles, you may experience a powerful sudden attraction that feels karmic or deeply private. On health, focus on reproductive health and emotional detox. Don't let hidden stress manifest physically. Also, watch out for heat in the body or digestive issues caused by stress. So, keep cool and drink more water. Stay hydrated. On social, it is low to medium. You will prefer deep one on one conversation over large superficial social gatherings. So, I will say this is a good time. So, all the best to all the Virgo ascendants, and let's move to the next Lagna. Now, before we go to the next Lagna, there is a special announcement as we honor the divine feminine this Navratri. Navratri is currently going on, so happy Navratri to all of you. We want to help you step into your own power. So, till March 27th, we are offering a special 25% discount, especially for women seeking a personal consultation to navigate these complex shifts. So we have only 10 days for this offer. So book now and let's ensure your path is clear for the season ahead. So click on the link given in the description box and it will directly reach us. Now let's move to the next Lagna. Welcome to all the Libra rising. Libra, this week is all about power of others. Your personal growth is now mirrored through your relationship, shifting your focus from internal deep diving to external harmony and bold partnership. There are four important changes and transits happening this week. Three of them belongs to Moon, and one is very special. Venus is entering Aries. Now let's talk about track your Moon first because Moon is our emotions, and let's see how Libra is feeling this week. On March 23rd, Moon will be in Taurus. Now, this week starts in your eighth house. You'll feel a pull towards deep research, financial transparency, or intense emotional conversation. It's a day of for transformation. Now, on March 25th, Moon will be in Gemini, so your spirits lift. As the moon moves into your ninth house of luck, this is a perfect window for spiritual exploration, long distance planning, or sharing your wisdom with a broader audience. On March 27, Moon will be in Cancer in your 10th house of career. So your focus turns to your public image. You will feel strong urge to nurture your career goals and ensure your professional life feels emotionally fulfilling. Now let's talk about Venus entering Aries on March 26th. Now, when Venus, a softy planet, so softer and a love and a wealth planet, goes into Aries, it takes on a warrior's spirit, now replacing diplomacy with bold, direct action. So expect a surge of impulsive passion and courage to chase your own desires, though you must guard against brash spending and short-lived enthusiasm. Now, for Libra, Venus is your Lagna Lord, your first Lord, and your eighth Lord. As it enters your seventh house of partnership and marriage, your focus shifts entirely towards how you relate to others because seventh house is about others. Now, There are few things that can come to surface, and you may feel these changes coming this week. One is there can be a relationship spotlight. Yes, everything is happening in the seventh house, so your partner or your significant other becomes the main focus for this uh, for your life during this transit. Now there can be a magnetic partnership. You will attract bold high energy people who challenge you to step out of your comfort zone if you're not married. And there can be direct negotiation, so your natural diplomacy gets the Aries fire, and it will boost. So you will be much more direct in settling business or personal contracts. There will be passion and commitment. Yes, relationship that have felt stale will receive a sudden surge or heat of excitement, and there can be impulsive romantic gestures as well. There can be transformative bonds. You, with your eighth lord in your seventh, secret of deep psychological aspects of your relationship may come to the surface for healing. There can be focus on public image, so you will care more about how you and your partner are perceived as a power couple in the social world. And there can be impulsive socializing. You might feel a sudden urge to attend events or launch collaborations without much prior planning, so you'll be on the go. So busy week for you, Libra. There can be balancing self and others. You are learning to keep your identity, the first lord, while being deeply involved in another person's world, which is seventh house. There can be business breakthrough, very good for people into partnership dealer, into being a dealer or franchise. This is a good time. So expect a sudden surge of activity, or a new bold client also can emerge. There can be aesthetic collaboration due to Venus, thanks to Venus. You may feel inspired to redecorate your shared spaces or collaboration on a creative project with a partner. So all in all, good things happening for Libra. Let's now this sums up all the four important changes happening this week. Now there are a few other things I want to share. Best dates for you is March 25th and 26th. Lucky color electric blue and soft white. Remedy for Sun and Saturn in your sixth house. Sixth house is tricky, so to soothe the heat in your sixth house. Sixth house is also your health and daily routine. Offer water to sun in the morning and avoid getting into minor arguments, especially with your work colleagues or co-workers. Remedy for Mars and Rahu in your fifth house. Now, Mars and Rahu are very explosive together, so it's happening in the house of creativity and children. So you can chant Om Namah Shivaya 108 times on Tuesday or every day, and avoid speculative investment for this week. For Libra ascendants who are going through Sade Sati in your sixth house, now Saturn is there in your sixth house. This can create a period of disciplined endurance. What I mean is, you may feel that your daily chores or health issues or deaths are moving through heavy phase, so making you feel tired or overworked. Now, I'm sharing a very potent remedy. On Saturdays, help someone who works hard for a living, like a construction worker, a sweeper, or labor, or someone less fortunate. So, also, one more thing you can do is read Hanuman Chalisa every day, or especially on Tuesdays and Saturdays you must do, and this will ease the fire of Sun and Saturn together in your Sadasati phase. And for students, this is a high energy week for debating and group projects, so your ability to see both sides will make you a natural leader in the team setting, so go for it. Now let's also talk about the life segments for this week. So on personal, it is high. You're shifting your energy outward. Your confidence is tied to your ability to collaborate. Your mind is also full and fast, fairy ideas this week. So, but be careful not to harsh with your children or romantic partner. On career, it is medium. Gains through partnership or client work will come, but be careful of partnership related expenses. At love, it is high, very intense and passionate, a great time to clear the air with bold, honest conversation. For singles, if you're single, you're likely to attract someone dynamic. Don't be afraid to make the first move. On health, it is medium. So watch for lower back or kidney related heat, and drink plenty of water and stay active. On social, it is high, highly active social life. Yes, you will be the person everyone wants to talk and to partner with this week. So all the best to all the Libra ascendants. And with this, let's move to the next sign. Welcome to all the Scorpio rising. Scorpio, this week is about transitioning from creative joy into disciplined service. You are being called to tackle the nitty gritties of life with a warrior's heart. turning your focus towards health, competition, and resolving lingering debts. So, with your Lagna Lord Mars sitting with Rahu, you might also feel extra restless or protective. Now, let's break it down. There are four important changes or transit happening this week. Three of them belongs to Moon, and Moon is what how we feel. So let's see how we are feeling this week, Scorpio. On March 23rd, Moon will be in Taurus. This week begins in the seventh house. Your focus is entirely on the others. Seventh house uh, represents others in our lives. So it's a stable day for resolving partnership issues or finding emotional grounding through a significant other. Now, on March 25th, Moon will be in Gemini. As the Moon enters your 8th house, things get deep. You may feel restless or investigative. So, it's a powerful window for research, occult, astrology, studies, or managing shared resources. On March 27th, Moon will be in Cancer. Emotional relief arrives in your ninth house. You will feel a pull towards spirituality, higher wisdom, connecting with a mentor. Your intuition is your best guide today. Even traveling will suit you. Now let's talk about the very special and highlight of the week, which is Venus enters Aries on March 26th. Now, when Venus enter Aries, Venus is a soft planet of love and wealth, takes a warrior spirit in Aries because Aries is a fiery sign. So it replaces diplomacy with bold, direct action. So expect a surge of impulsive passion, though you must guard against brash spending or short-lived enthusiasm. For Scorpio ascendant, Venus rules your seventh house of partnership and 12th house of losses and spirituality. So, as it enters your sixth house of deaths, disease, and competition, your relationship and expensive moves into battleground. Yes. Now, what do I mean with this is there can be a workplace diplomacy. So you'll feel a sudden urge to beautify your workplace or bring harmony to your daily team environment. Health investment is on the cards. A strong impulse to spend money on new fitness regime or a bold diet or aesthetic health treatments can happen. There can be conflict resolution with the seventh lord in the sixth. You have the warrior grace to face opponents or legal issues directly and settle them. There can be service with passion, so you may find a deep satisfaction in volunteering or helping those in need with your very hands. So this is very good for you. Hidden expense can surface. Yes, since your 12th lord in the sixth, minor health cost or service related bills might pop up. If you are in a competitive field, you will use your magnetism and soft powers to win over your rivals. There can be a reboot in your routine. So you will have a fire to cut out stale habits and replace them with more vigorous, active, beautiful daily routines. Pet care is there also on the card. So you might feel a surge of affection for your pets or decide to bring high energy animal into your home. So maybe a new pet. Direct communication with staff will happen and which will be good, but you will be more blunt and honest. So keep cool and overcoming obstacles is there on the card. So this transit gives you a very makes you brave and you can face any enemies internal or external with a smile and strategy. So all in all, this is a good transit. Now let's also look at some other details for this week. Best dates for you is March 23rd and March 27th. Lucky color is deep maroon and pastel pink. Remedy for Sun and Saturn in your fifth house because Sun and Saturn can create heat. To balance the heat in your house of creativity and children, offer water to Sun and avoid over analyzing your romantic life this week. Now, let me also share a remedy for Mars and Rahu in fourth house because Mars and Rahu also are very explosive. So, to ground this explosive energy in your home environment, because fourth house is your home, keep a small silver object in your pocket and avoid impulsive renovations or arguments at home. Don't get into any serious discussion, at least this week. Actually, this is you can avoid this till 2nd of April because 2nd of April is where this combination Mars and Rahu will get disjoined. So for Scorpio ascendants, navigating through Sade Sati, I want to share a remedy because Sun is sitting very close to Saturn and there is a combustion happening and you may feel a creative blockage. So a very potent remedy is to harmonize Saturn, feed a black dog or any dog actually on Saturday or any day and perform a small act of service for an elderly person. Now this helps clear the creative path and bring peace to your mind. And for students, focus might be scattered due to home distraction, so create a dedicated timetable or a study sanctuary away from the noise to keep your competitive edge. Now let's look at the live segment for this week. On personal aspect, it is medium, a week of organizing the chaos. You feel ready to tackle the difficult task you have been avoiding. And at home and family, you might feel a bit like a pressure cooker this week. So stay calm, and especially with your mother and family members, and avoid serious discussions. On career, it is medium. Gains through hard work and competition will be there, but be careful of impulsive spending on luxury health items. On love, it is medium. You might feel a bit of mental heavy load or face delays in your creative work, but stay patient with your children and with your partner. And for singles, you might find an attraction at a gym or in the work related setting. It feels feisty and bold. On health, it is high, so very good. Health is well. High energy, but watch for heat in the digestive system or minor skin irritation. So stay hydrated. On social, it is high, so you are one that everyone turns to for help this week. So you are a problem solver. So all time high on social. So all the best. A good week for you. And let's move to the next lagna. Welcome to all the Sagittarius rising. Now, Sagittarius, this is a week of creative explosion. You're moving from a focus on your roots and home into a vibrant, high energy phase where your intelligence and passion takes center stage. Now, you feel incredibly brave this week, ready to take on the world. You might have a million ideas and want to execute all of them at once. So let's break it down. There are four important transits and changes happening this week. Three of them belongs to moon, and moon is also emotions and feelings. So let's see how you're feeling. On March 23rd, moon is in Taurus. The week begins in the sixth house. You will feel a strong urge to get organized, tackle pending chores, or focus on a disciplined health routine. It's productive day for clearing the deck. Now, on March 25th, Moon is in Gemini. Your focus shifts to the seventh house of partnership. Your curiosity about others. Seventh house is all about others. So it's an ideal day for deep conversation, meetings, reconnecting with your spouse or business partner. On March 27th, Moon is in Cancer. So as the Moon enters your eighth house, your intuition becomes razor sharp. So you will feel more introspective and protective of your privacy. Use this time for research or for emotional healing. Now, a very special transit and highlight of the week is Venus is entering Aries. So, when Venus enter Aries, the soft planet of love and wealth takes on a warrior spirit, replacing diplomacy with bold and direct actions. Now, expect a surge of impulsive passion and courage to chase your desire, though you must guard against brash spending and short lived enthusiasm. Now, for Sagittarius ascendant, Venus rules your sixth house of service, daily routine, and 11th house of gains in social network as it enters your fifth house of creativity, romance, and children. So, what I mean, your work and your dreams collide in a burst of creative fire. Yes, and I will share few things that may surface for you, Sagittarius natives, for with this Venus transit. First is there can be a creative breakthrough. You will feel a sudden bold urge to start a new artistic project or a hobby that feels very adventurous. There can be a romantic spark. A friendship from 11th house could suddenly turn into passionate romantic interest of 5th house. Gains will be there through speculation. So you might see financial reward from creative ventures or calculated risk taken previously, but caution is advised. There can be passion for new learnings or new subject or a mantra catches your attention and you will dive into it with intense warrior like focus. This is so good. There can be competitive sports or play. So you'll find joy in active competitive hobbies or physical games and boost your spirit. And there can be social recognition for talents. Your social circle will notice your unique skills, leading to a boost in your popularity. Now there can be directness with children. Fifth house also is for kids. So your relationship with your children become more active and honest, and you will lead them with a coach like energy. There can be impulsive joy spending. Fifth house is also about our joy and entertainment. So you may be splurging on entertainment, concerts, high energy dates on a whim. There can be service through creativity. Yes, you will find ways to solve daily problems of sixth house using highly original, out of the box idea. This is so nice. There can be youthful vitality also. This is lovely. You will feel renewed sense of playfulness and desire to be the hero of your own story. Now, this sums up all the four important and beautiful changes happening this week for you. few other things I want to share with you is the best date for you is March 23rd and March 26th. Lucky color is bright yellow and deep crimson. Remedy for Sun Saturn in fourth, so there is a little tension. So what you can do is unclutter your home space, keep it clean, and clean your bathroom or clean the shoe rack in the house. There can be mental tension in the domestic place, so avoid argumentative or long serious discussion with family members. Also, one more remedy I want to share with you is on Mars and Rahu in third house. Now Mars and Rahu are very explosive together, and they're sitting in the house of communication. So chant Om Hanumate Namah every day, or Hanuman Chalisa is also good. And think twice before sending bold messages to your siblings or to your neighbors. Now, for Sagittarius ascendants who are going through Sade Sati, I want to share a potent remedy because domestic pressure is something that we nobody likes, and the remedy is other than the one that I've given. Offer a few grain of sugar to ants on Saturday. Now, this simple act of service humbles Saturn and sweetens that energy in the home environment. For students, this is a peak week for creating, writing, competitive studies. So, your brain is working very fast, but stay grounded to avoid silly mistakes uh, due to overconfidence. But you are rocking this week if you are a student. Now, let's look at the live segments prediction for this week. On person, it is very high, a week of reclaiming your inner child. You feel bold, playful, and you are ready to create. On home and peace, we have already shared. On career and money, it is high, so gain through creative networking. Watch out for impulsive spending on fun activities. On love and relationship, it is high. High passion and playfulness, a great week for active dates or trying something new together. For singles, very high attraction. You are magnetic in social settings and likely to attract someone feisty. On health, it is medium, high energy levels, but watch out for stomach acidity or heat from overexcitement. On social, it is high. You are the innovator in your group or friend circle, so they will look to you for entertainment or for some new bright ideas. So all the very best to Sagittarius ascendant, and let's move to the next lagna. Welcome to all the Capricorn rising. Now Capricorn, this week is all about finding your inner sanctuary. As a sign that usually looks outward towards achievement, the stars are now asking you to bring that royal excellence back into your home and heart. So you're feeling more determined than ever, but your speech and bank balance might feel a bit volatile. Now, let's break it down. There are four important transits and changes happening this week. Three of them belongs to moon, and moon is our emotions and feelings. So let's see how you're feeling, Capricorn, for this week. For on March 23rd, Moon is in Taurus. So the week begins beautifully in your fifth house. You will feel a surge of creative joy, a deeper connection with children, or a desire to indulge in a romantic evening. And it's a day for the heart. On March 25th, the moon will be in Gemini, so your focus shifts to the sixth house. So you may feel a bit restless with daily chores or health routine. Use this communicative energy to clear your to do list or sort those work list logistics. On March 27, Moon will be in Cancer. As the moon enters your seventh house of others, now seventh house is all about others, your emotions are mirrored by others. So you will crave a deep, nurturing connection with your partner or with a close collaborator as the weekend begins. Now, let's also talk about the highlight of the week special transit. Venus is leaving Pisces and entering Aries on March 26th. Now, Venus enter Aries, the soft planet of love and wealth, takes on the warrior spirit, replacing diplomacy with bold, direct action. So, expect a surge of impulsive passion, though you must guard against rash spending and short lived enthusiasm. For Capricorn ascendant, Venus is your Yoga Karka planet, ruling your fifth house of creativity, children, and romance, and 10th house of your career and status. Very important house. And as it enter in your fourth house of home, mother, and domestic peace, it brings digbala, directional strength and a surge of domestic happiness. So this is very good for you. Let me also share a few things that can come to surface when this transit happens. First is beautification at home. So a sudden bold urge to renovate or redecorate your living space with vibrant royal colors may come to your mind. Career from home, success or work from home. So your professional 10th house energy enters your home. So this is a peak time for remote work, and you will win at it. Joy through motherhood and mother can happen. So, surge of protective, passionate love for your mom, your mother, or a deepening of maternal bonds will happen. Now, invest in luxury assets can happen. You might feel impulsive to buy new things, new vehicles, new high end appliances for your home. Emotional courage will be there. You will find a warrior fire to address long standing family issues with directness and grace, and you will solve it with love. Hosting with a flair can happen, so expect to be the host with the most inviting friends over high energy, passionate gathering. Inner creative peace will be there. Real estate opportunities are there. Privacy is power for you this week. Uh, Renewed comforts will be there. So you will seek out sensory comforts that make you feel youthful and revitalize within your own four walls. So all in all, such a lovely transit for you. Let's look at few other things for the week. The best dates for you is March 23rd and March 26th for home and property. Lucky colors sky blue and royal white. Remedy for Sun and Saturn in third house to soothe the heat, because Sun and Saturn are sitting together, creating heat in third house of communication. So offer water to Sun and avoid being overly critical, especially with your siblings, teammates, or with your neighbors. Now, one remedy for Mars and Rahu in the second house. Now, Mars and Rahu are explosive in your house of wealth and family, so you can chant Om Namah Shivaya to avoid in angry eating or impulse financial decisions. Now, for Capricorn ascendants going through Sade Sati, this combustion of Sun sitting very closely with Saturn creates a period of stifled courage. So, the general prediction I just shared, you may not relate to all of them. So, you may feel that your efforts are being blocked by a lack of support, or that your communication isn't landing as intended. So, a very potent remedy: help a younger person with their work or studies. This turns Saturn weight into blessings. Yes, please try and drop us a line if you try this, and let us know if you did. I'm sure this is going to help you and ease your Sarasati pressure if you're going through. And for student, this is a brilliant week for home-based study. Yes, you will find that you grasp difficult concepts faster, much faster when you are in a comfortable, quiet environment. So yes, go for it. Now let's talk about the life segments for this week. On personal, it is high. A week of reclaiming your inner home. You feel more centered and protective of your peace. You have incredible mental strength to finish your goals, but don't let your bossy side alienate your siblings, teammates, and neighbors. Stay disciplined. And for career, it is high. This is very good. Professional growth is linked to your home or real estate. Watch your impulsive luxury spending, but money and family discussions might get can get discussed this week, so keep your cool. On love, it is medium, deeply nurturing, but your home becomes the center of your romantic world this week. For singles, you might find a connection through family introduction or through neighborhood or someone who feels like home. On health, it is medium. Focus on chest and heart health. Keep your home environment cool and calm to avoid stress. On social, it is medium. You will prefer a small, intimate gathering at home over a large, loud social events outside. So, all the best to all the Capricorn ascendants. Now, with this, let's move to the next ascendant. Welcome to all the Aquarius rising. For Aquarius, this week is all about finding your voice and turning your inner wisdom into outer action. You are moving from a phase of internal reflection into period of high impact communication and your local influence. So you might feel a bit restricted while your mind is racing so fast, maybe at 200 mph. So let's break it down for you this week. There are four important transits or changes happening this week. Three of them belongs to moon, and one is very beautiful. Venus is entering Aries. Now let's break it down. Let's talk about the moon first, because moon is our emotions and it's important to know how we are going to feel this week. So on March 23rd, the week starts with the moon in the fourth house. So you feel a strong pull towards domestic stability. It's a great day to fix things around the house, spend time with your mother, your family members, or simply find emotional grounding in your private sanctuary. On March 25th, moon will be in Gemini, so your curiosity peaks as the moon enters your fifth house. Your creative spark is ignited. It's a perfect window for brainstorming, romance, engaging in some new hobby or old hobby that makes you feel youthful and alive. On March 27th, the moon is in Cancer. As moon moves into your sixth house, your focus shifts to daily routine and health. Now, sixth house is your daily routine and health. That's why. You might feel more protective of your schedule. Use this energy to nurture your body and resolve any lingering administrative headaches. Okay, so let's talk about another transit which is happening this week is a highlight, which is Venus entering Aries. Now, Venus enter Aries, the soft planet of love, takes on a warrior spirit, replacing diplomacy with bold direct action because Aries is fiery and Venus is soft. So expect a surge of impulsive passion and the courage to chase your desire, though you must guard against brash spending and short lived enthusiasm. Now, for Aquarius ascendant, Venus is your Yoga Karka planet, ruling your fourth house of house and comfort and ninth house of luck and fortune. Very, very important planet for you. So, as it enters your third house of communication and short travel and sibling, it brings luck into your efforts. Now, this is amazing. Few things that can come to surface or happen to Aquarius native. One is charming communication. Yes, your words carry a magnetic weight. You will find it easier to pursue others through your bold and creative speech. Short distance travel success is there. So sudden impulsive trips for pleasure with family for work can happen, and you will find success in them. Artistic skills will be on the surge. You may feel a fire to pick up a new skill, especially one that involves hands or arms, because third house is our hands and arms. There will be support from siblings. Third house is of siblings, so your relationship with siblings or cousins becomes more active, passionate, and supportive. There can be house based ventures with your fourth lord into your third house. You might start a new business or creative project from your desk at home. There can be fortune through efforts. Your ninth lord in the third suggests that the harder you pitch yourself, the more luck you attract this week. Bold marketing is there. If you are a content creator, this is your week to post that risky or high energy content. It will likely land well. Purchasing tech gadgets can happen, so you might feel a urge to buy new vehicle or a new communication device, a phone, laptop that reflects your status. Social media engagement is fantastic, so you'll be much more direct and feisty in your online interaction, attracting new waves of followers. There can be courageous writing, so whether it's difficult email or creative script, you finally have the warrior heart to hit the send button. So all the best for that. So this sums up all the four special things that are happening this week. I want to share a few more things. Best dates for you this week is March 23rd and March 25th. Lucky color is electric blue or soft pink or white. Remedy for Sun and Saturn in your second house to cool the combination in your wealth house, this fire combination. Offer water to Sun and avoid using harsh words with family members during, especially during financial discussion. And a remedy for Mars and Rahu in your first house to ground that explosive energy in your personality. Chant Om Sham Shanicharaya Namah. This is a Shani Dev's mantra, and you can recite it on Saturday or any day actually. And avoid impulsive decisions that affect your physical safety. And for Aquarius ascendant, if you're going through Sade Sati, Saturn's combustion with Sun in your second house can create a period of financial speech restriction. You may feel that your resources are tied up or that they are struggling to express your value to the world, making you feel temporarily unheard. So you may not relate to all the general prediction I gave, but I want to share a potent remedy for you. So donate. One is donate a white food item like rice or sugar, milk, to a needy person or to any community service. This will strengthen your Venus and soften the impact of Saturn on your family and finances. You can also clean the bathroom and the shoe rack at home. Uh, this is a very potent remedy. Please try it and drop us a line in the comment section. Now, if you have done it like for a few days, and let us know if it is helping you. And for students, this is a high energy week for competitive exams or presentations. Your ability to communicate complex idea with a punch will set you apart. So go for it. Now let's also talk about some live segments. For this week, personal, it is very high. You are reclaiming your voice, a week of high confidence and a can do attitude. On career, it is medium gains through short term projects and networking. Avoid impulsive status purchases. On love, it is high communication. You will enjoy talking out your future plans with your partner. For singles, also, it is a good week. You may find a spark with someone in your local neighborhood or through social media DMs. On health, it is medium. Watch your tension in your shoulder, arms, and throat. Keep your voice rested and hydrated. On social, it is highly active in your local circle. People are looking to you for your bold ideas and leadership. One more thing on health is slow down physically to avoid burnout on minor trips and falls, and avoid eating heavy, oily food at night. This sums up for you, Aquarius, and all the best to all the Aquarius rising. Let's move to the next Lagna. Welcome to all the Pisces rising. Now, Pisces, this week is about translating your dreams into tangible security. You're moving from a phase of intense self-focus into period where your values, your voice, and your resources take the center stage. It's deeply internal and transformative time for you. Let's break it down. There are four important things happening this week. Three of them belongs to the moon's movement, and one very beautiful Venus is entering Aries. Now let's start with the moon movement first, because moon represents our emotions, and let's see how Pisceans are feeling this week. On March 23rd, moon will be in Taurus. This week begins with a focus on your third house. You will feel a strong urge to communicate your ideas or communicate with siblings. It's a stable day for short trips and finalizing local plans. So looks amazing. On March 25th, moon is in Gemini. Your focus shifts to the fourth house of home and heart. So your curiosity peaks regarding domestic matters. It's a perfect window for heart to heart with family members or reorganizing your private space. On March 27th, moon will be in Cancer. As the moon enters your fifth house, your creative and romantic energy surge. So you will crave emotional expression and might feel more protective of your joy and your children. Fifth house is also for your kids as the weekend approaches. So, fun time with your family and kids. And now, let's talk about the special transit highlight of the week. Venus enter Aries on March 26th. Now, Venus is a soft planet of love and wealth, and entering Aries, which is a fiery sign, gives a warrior spirit to all of us. So, replacing diplomacy with bold, direct action. Expect a surge of impulsive passion and the courage to chase your desire, though you must guard against brash spending. For Pisces, Venus rules your third house of efforts and communication and eighth house of transformation secrets. As the center, second house of wealth and family and speech, your hidden power moves into your bank account and your voice. So these are few things that can come to surface, Pisces, and let us know, drop us a line, which of the things happened with you this week. There can be a bold speech. You will find the courage to speak your truth in family matters, choosing honesty over people pleasing. There can be sudden financial influx with the eighth lord in the second. Money from unexpected sources or insurance or joint assets or from spouse will get a bonus or something happens and it will come to surface. So good for getting money. Investment and self image can happen. So strong urge to spend money on high end jewelry or aesthetic upgrade for your own face or hair, you may go for it. And there can be charming negotiation. You will use a warrior grace to negotiate better deals or salary hikes with surprising directness. There can be family dynamics. Your family environment becomes more active and passionate, though minor fairy ego clashes can occur. Artistic voice can happen. If you are a singer or a speaker, your voice takes on a more magnetic, commanding quality this week. Secrets revealed through speech, so you might impulsively reveal something deep or hidden during a casual conversation. But I feel that we all should speak honestly. Desire for luxury food can happen. Watch your diet, as you will crave spicy, rich, or royal food that feels like a treat. There can be gains through siblings. Your third house of efforts or siblings, could lead to a direct financial benefit. So yes, your cousins and siblings can be more helpful this week. Um, that's about it. So many good things that can happen, Pisces. So let us know which thing happened. There are a few more things to share with you now. After summarizing all the four important transits for this week, there are a few more things I want to share. First is the best dates for you this week is March 23rd and 25th. Lucky color is golden yellow and bright white. Remedy I want to share is for Sun and Saturn. which is there on your first house. So to cool this combustion, Sun and Saturn together creating heat in your first house, so offer water to Sun and practice 5 minutes of grounding meditation to stop your mind from racing. You can walk barefoot on grass and offer water to Sun and stay hydrated. The one more remedy I want to share is from Mars and Rahu in your fourth house. Ground explosive energy in your home. So keep a small silver piece with you and avoid impulsive arguments with family members, especially on property discussion. Now, Pisces, if you're going through Sade Sati, this combustion of Sun and Saturn in your first can create a heavy identity shifting, and you may feel that your personal progress is slow, that you are carrying the weight of the world and on your shoulders. So you may not resonate with whatever I have spoken as a general prediction. So this week you are balancing your internal pressure by focusing on your immediate security. So I want to share a very potent remedy for you. Apply a small tilak of sandalwood paste on your center of your forehead daily to cool the heat of the first house transit. So this should help you. And for students, this week brings a sharp investigative mind. Use this energy to solve hard problems, your maths problems, but keep your notes organized, as Mars and Rahu transit can cause sometimes mental clutter, but go for it. So now let's also talk about life segments for this week. On personal, it is medium, a week of finding your inner backbone. You feel more direct and less dreamy. You might feel like world is resting on your shoulder this week, so stay cool. On career and money, it is very high. This is very good. High potential for sudden gains, but watch out for impulsive impatience in spending. And on sleep and expenses, watch out for sudden hidden cost or restless nights, because your mind is racing behind the scenes. So take time to unplug your phone and avoid making impulsive decisions in private. On love, it is high. You're very passionate and direct. Focus on building security together rather than just dreams. For singles, you're attracting people who value your depth. A sudden attraction in a family setting is also possible. And Piscean, you are a zodiac sign with the depth and intensity. So good for you for singles. And for on health, it is medium. Watch out the heat related issues, especially in the eyes or teeth, and drink cooling liquids like coconut water. On social aspect, it is high. You are the advisor this week. So people seek your deep wisdom on practical matter. On health, I also want to add one thing, that watch your sleep cycle. You might feel like staying up all night overthinking, but also avoid any shady or secret deals this week. They will all backfire. So take good care of yourself. And before we finish, here is my simple advice for the week. Be patient, because things are moving so fast, and Venus is a fairy uh, sign. So it's very easy to snap at your partner or your boss this week. Try to be like Lord Rama. Be strong but stay cool, and don't let a small argument ruin your day. All the best to all the Pisces rising. This sums up our weekly prediction. If you liked these predictions, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you are feeling like your own life needs a bit of a celestial cleanup, you can reach out to us on the given email ID, or click on the link in the description box. To all the women viewers, take advantage of the 25% off and book your consultation. Have a beautiful, powerful week, and happy Ram Navami to all of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and bye bye.